Hey guys, my name is James Thomas, and I'm going to walk you through how to create content for the homepage of your website. All right, so this information is taken right out of my ebook, so it'll be very simple and easy for you to really navigate this process by using some of the tips and steps that we have built in order to make this work. Now, mind you, our goal is to illustrate the type of information that can significantly enhance your website and affect your user engagement. So that is our main goal when we're creating this presentation. All right, so let's get at it. All right, so the goal is to build content for your homepage. So there are two things that I want to illustrate before we even get started. Your goal should be create 600 words minimum on your page. It needs to be unique content, and it needs to be in content that's going to connect, engage with your clients or your potential clients. Now, everyone knows that generative text or writing assistants are out there. The goal is to make sure that you're providing them with a lot of background information and enough background information so that when they're providing you with they're assisting you with creating the information, that they're giving you something that's unique, specifically unique to your business. So these are the three areas that we start out with when we're building content for the home page. These three pages are the most important. Sorry, not pages. These three sections of the website content is the most important. Your welcome message, your about us summary, and your featured products and services. So the book outlines it as this. Your welcome message is a brief introduction that welcomes visitors to your website, captures the business mission and offerings. So that you need to break down into three different areas. I want to authentically welcome you to the website. So how am I going to do that? I don't want to keep it so formal where I keep repeating the name of the business over and over. We know what your business is. We've seen it at the top of the website. We typed it in to get there. So you want to keep it as engaging as possible without saying the business name. So use a lot of we's and our company so that they know that I'm trying to connect with you and that this is just like this, a presentation. So that's where you start with that brief introduction to get things rolling. Now, after you move from that brief introduction, then you want to take them, you want to welcome them to your website. You know what? I want to thank you for visiting us. And I'm thanking you for coming in and learning more about what we have to offer. And this is where we start. Use this opportunity to capture the business's mission and offering. So this welcome message does not have to be one linear statement. You can break this up into multiple sections to make it digestible. Mind you, keep in mind smaller paragraphs, headers, subheadings. Those are what's going to connect with your clients or your potential clients. So you want to make sure that you're using these to your advantages. Remember, smaller paragraphs, headings, and subheadings. That is how you will connect with your clients. And use this opportunity to really connect and engage on any forefront that you've seen possible or necessary when you're building out the content for your website. Now, there's one more important thing. So in the first couple of sentences and paragraphs of your homepage, you need to let your clients know what your offerings are, what you do, what you're selling. Let them know up front and in the beginning so that they're not fishing through your website to see what you're selling, what you do, or whatever have you. Let them know your mission from the beginning. Don't keep them searching. Keep them engaged. If you follow this, what happens is you'll start keeping people on your website more than 5 minutes. Our research has shown that people spend on a website that's not engaging and set up correctly, they'll be on that website, they'll spend it anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half on a website. If you do this right, you will be able to keep that client on your website for more than 5 minutes. That's my goal. keep them engaged, keep them looking around, giving them more and more information that builds on the information with 5 minutes or more. All right? So tell them what your offering is and also what your mission is. Let them know from the beginning what you want to do, what you intend to do. Now that you've told your potential customer what you offer, what the mission is of your business, and you've already introduced them to your company, now it's time to take it a step further and let's talk about the About Us summary. Now, my book outlines it as a concise overview of your company, highlights its history, its mission, values to establish a connection with the visitor. And this is so important. And this About Us summary can be broken down into smaller paragraphs that are digestible with headings and subheadings. So if I was building out a website, I probably would start with a concise overview of the company. Let me give you an overview of this company and give you something very short and to the point to connect you with them and bring the human side out of the company. And again, I would probably use generative text or a writing assistant to really impound and expand on what that company's overview is. But you have to do the research by writing these things out to in your own words, and then putting it into the writing assistant and let them generate something that makes sense and fits your vision. Then you can rewrite it, you can take it apart and make sure that it fits what you're trying to do. So now after you write that overview for the company, then it says highlights the history, mission, and values to establish a connection with the visitors. So I would probably break these down into different sections. Again, the history, I would break that up into a similar section, and the mission, I would break that up into another section, and the values. But I would not expand on it. I would probably briefly mention it to meet that 600 word minimum on the home page. So you see, what I've just did was I broke these up into smaller categories in order to meet that 600 word minimum and to allow it to be more digestible for the client. So that's going to be the most important part when you're building on the About Us summary.
Now, the next area we'll discuss is the featured products and services. Now, in the ebook, it outlines it as this showcases the business's key features, including new or best-selling products or services with links to learn more. Now, that's so important because your business may have multiple services or products, such as my own. We offer over about 5 or 6 different things, but there needs to be 1 or 2 main cash cows, 1 or 2 items that brings the clients into your business. And then after that, you can upsell them with other products and services that you offer. So whatever that main item is that brings the clients into the mold, that's what you need to feature on your homepage. That is what needs to be the item that makes that client go, aha, this is what I want to talk about. And then it specifically says with links to learn more. So that needs to have another link that leads to your product and services page where you talk more about that product, or to a specific sales page or landing page that talks specifically about that featured product or service. So that's how I would outline that. And again, I would use, I would split them up if it's more than one item or more than one feature. And then I would really build it out, like what it does, how it impacts my business, how it helps my clients. And I would take that information and add it into the writing assistants and allow that to generate text that really reflects what my business can do and offer to its clients. So that's the most important part when you're dealing specifically with the featured products and services. So when you're starting out that homepage, these are the 3 things you want to begin with: featured products and services, the About Us summary, and the welcome message. Moving along. Now, as we were mentioning with the featured products and services, there needs to be a link that goes to another area. Yes, that link would have been the call to action link, asking them to click this link to learn more, or click this link to take them into another area that could really help them develop and grow their business. Or not, in my case, it would help them to develop and grow their business, but it would take them to another link where you could give them the featured products and services. That's the call to action. The call to action is strategically placed prompts encouraging visitors to take a specific action, such as contact us, shop now, or learn more. So that came straight out of the ebook. So normally and generally, I try to put either 2 to 3 call to actions on each page.
It's important to understand that these call to actions are strategically placed throughout the home page, because your idea and mission is to engage with your potential client and get them to click that button, click that call to action. Now, again, what can that call to action can do? It could be to contact us, shop now, learn more. And those are just 3 examples that we have on here. So I just mentioned them. You can also have a call to action when you want a client to specifically book an appointment with you. Click this link to book an appointment now, schedule an appointment today, something of that nature. But those call to actions are strategic. Generally, when I'm building out a website for a client, we try to make sure that we're placing either 2 to 3 call to actions on each page. Now, that's not written in stone. You can use your own discretion to decide how many calls of actions is good before they are considered overkill. Moving on to the next one is the featured video. So the featured video is an engaged, welcome, or exploratory video that visually introduces the company and its offering. My word to you is that you know the direction of your own company. You know the vision of your company. So I would recommend that you create these videos with you playing a huge role in it, but also making sure that that video is 100% professional. I would recommend that you take professional pictures of yourself. If you're going to highlight yourself, team members, and any images of your business, make sure that they are professionally placed. Spend the money on that video, because that video can be used far after this website is built. You can use it in marketing campaigns. You can use it in anything that's promoting your business in the near future. So that is something that I highly recommend, that feature videos, because websites are built with 4 initiatives in place. You have the text, the basic text form. You have images, which is the videos, or not the videos, the pictures. Then you have the videos, and you have the audio. So those are 4 things that the websites need to have some form of that placed within it. Text, images, videos, and audios. Audios can be podcasts. Videos, of course, could be the welcome video. Text, of course, and professional stock images. Making sure that you purchase professional stock images will be highly beneficial for your website. Now, there's a chapter in this book, a part of the bonus features or the bonus chapters, where we tell you or explain where you can go to buy certain types of professional stock images. And that can be anywhere from minority images to basic images. Just know your demographics when you're choosing specific images for your website. The next feature or content to include on the home page is going to be the quick links to important pages. Now, the ebook outlines it as these are easily accessible links to key features or key pages, such as frequently asked questions, careers, or contact us. It helps visitors quickly find information when they need it immediately. One of the key aspects of building a website is keeping that client engaged and creating a client-centric website that connects the client throughout the page. So it's a story. You're telling a story on each page that guides them through. And that's where the quick links to important pages comes through. Because if you're talking about different concepts and ways that they can contact you, that's where you decide to put a link to the contact us page. Or if you're talking about setting up an appointment, that's where we need a quick link to that aspect as well. So we want to make the website very easily accessible with buttons that can get them where they need to be and get the information that they want in front of them immediately. So that's why it's very important to make sure that these quick links to important pages are where they need to be effectively and allowing the client to move smoothly throughout your website. So guys, when you're building out the content for these pages, you might not have information for all of these sections. So if you don't, it's okay. The ebook has other options. You can choose other options to incorporate it into the pages of your homepage. But if not, just use what's on here as your guide and incorporate whatever else you feel is important and pertinent for your homepage. See, the flow of your business website page should always be reflective of what you want. So even if there's something that's in there that you feel that doesn't belong, trust your instinct. Trust your instinct and remove it or add it or whatever it is. Upcoming events is a great way of incorporating things that you want to do, things that your business is doing, things that's relatable to what you're doing or what's in the community, and have it inserted onto your web page. Now, let's see what the ebook says. So the ebook says upcoming events, information on upcoming events or webinars the business is hosting or participating in, inviting visitors to learn more or register. So if there is a cause that you volunteer with on an annual basis, I would insert that on the web page. You can do that as early as possible so you can start fundraising early. Or if it's a webinar or an event that you're doing or hosting, this is a good way of keeping your clients connected and getting them to understand who you are, what the business does, and they can grow and develop with the business together. It also builds credibility. It allows them to feel safe with you and even pursue partnerships or hire you on as a client. All right, so moving right along. There are 3 other initiatives on this page that we talked about that are testimonials and reviews, newsletter signups, and awards and certificates. And what I'll do is I'll tell you what the ebook says or recommends, and then you can use that to really build on to what you want to do, or if you want to add any of these 3 points to the homepage of your website. So testimonials and reviews. Testimonials and reviews. Let's see what the ebook says about it. Where are you? Here we are. Customer testimonials and reviews. Selected positive customer feedback to build trust and credibility with prospective clients. So the idea is to build that trust and credibility. Bottom line. So whoever you have on here that's leaving testimonials and reviews, it needs to inspire the prospects and clients to allow them to trust you and to find you and build onto your credibility. Now, in the bonus section of this book, I built out questions and different bullet points to help you understand what questions should be asked when you're asking a client to leave a testimonial or review about your business. So you can check out that section a little bit later. But this section, I think, is very self-explanatory. We want them to leave a positive review that builds trust and credibility with prospective clients. All right, so that is cool. So let's talk about the newsletter sign up. Now, I know this might seem tedious, but there are a lot of processes out there that allows you to have that newsletter sign up. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be a newsletter. It can be updates on what's going on in your business or what's going on elsewhere. But that newsletter sign up, let's see what the ebook says. It's an option for visitors to subscribe to the company's newsletter for updates, offerings, and valuable content. And that is a great way to put it. I can provide you with updates, offerings, and valuable content. And you need to really connect that with your featured product and services to create content that really connects with one another. So that is a great way to really build engagement and reach that 500 minimum word count on your website homepage. The next area we're going to discuss is called the awards and certificate. This allows you to highlight any recent awards or certificates that businesses have received, reinforcing its reputation, authority in the industry. So that's our goal. We want to reinforce our reputation and authority in the industry. How can we do that? By showcasing the awards, the certificates, the achievements that we've done throughout the years, that we've gained throughout the years. And that's going to be a great way to highlight that. And I understand that some of you businesses might be new and you might not have the awards and certificates to begin out with, which is fine. If you don't have it right now, that's cool. Let's not put it out there. But if you do, let's showcase it forefront so everyone can see it and we can get the praise, the credibility, and all that good stuff that comes with having awards and certificates listed on our website. So this page here is an example of what the About Us page of the website, of your business website. This is what it looks like in the ebook. So it's an easy read. It's very digestible. The bullet points take you exactly to where you need to be. The sentences are clear and concise. It's not really large sentences. And the reason being is because I want you to be able to look at it, get the information you need, and move on to the next chapter, or spend some time and digging in there, reading more, do whatever it is that you need possible. But the idea is to build out the content on your website. And you can do this by digestible and smaller content. All right, guys, so listen, I want to thank you for sitting through this presentation and learning all the ins and the outs of what we provide. The ebook is free. So if you click the link in the bio, you'll see it, or in the notes at the content below, you'll see how to build a business website, what content to include on 6 basic web pages. This was just the homepage that we went over. So I hope you found it beneficial and I hope it helps you. And get out there, build websites, build your website, build your website. Until next time, bye guys.